Hi everybody, Bob's here.
Hi, here's Jeff.
We got Jeff here with me today. We're gonna get into a very serious, very hot topic that a lot of the people is interested in, especially this year.
Yeah, I know it's a very popular investment topic.
That's right. We're talking about multi-family
Yep.
investment properties. So we have all heard about this. A lot of time, the government that we're going through the election, by the way, right now, they're all raising their main, campaign item, which is affordable housing. So we have got a lot of requests talking about like what exactly they're talking about. This affordable housing, how affordable is affordable? What kind of affordable housing they're referring to?
Yeah.
Is it government subsidized properties, or is it just to have a major policy to bring down the property prices? Which one is exactly they're referring to?
Yeah.
So that's one of the reasons that we actually wanted to talk to you today is what exactly the government is referring to affordable housing wise. So affordable housing wise, if you rather to say it's to bring down the cost to buy and sell a property, whatever, that's not the truth, because we have seen that the interest rates are coming down from time to time now. Actually, the buying power for buyers are actually better than before. So the property value nowadays, buying a freehold properties maybe still stable compared to before. So in order for government to bring down that kind of price, it's going to take some time. Which is not that feasible at the moment.
Yeah.
So most of the time is when they're referring to the affordable housing is the rental market. So to bring down the rental market, it's not easy to say government comes in and say, you know what, I want to do a subsidized rental apartment in this certain area. The neighbor is just going to say no. They're going to say, oh, I hate it because now it's all subsidized people coming in.
Yeah, I think the most neighbor thing, if you have the subtitle, the residential is come here, the multifamily or something, the price of the house will be going down.
Exactly.
They don't like it.
So nobody's going to like it. So that's why the government has to change their perspective a little bit more. So what we should do, what can they do to bring the people in, still building maybe for rentals, but not subsidized. So that's in fact, what we brought to you today is the multi-family. We're talking about small project, small scale, which is one lot converted to 5-unit lots.
Oh, to 5-unit?
That's right. Or on the major street, you can build 30 units or 60 units. It depends on how big the street is. Yeah. Those are the affordable housing really referring to. So what the government want to tackle down is the rental cost living. Because in the future of Toronto is going to be, if you have enough money, you're going to go out there and buy something, freehold, whatever, townhouse, that doesn't matter what it is, you can afford it, you can buy it. For those people who cannot afford it, go for a rental. No, it's not like before you can go buy condo or something. It's still very costly to buy right now. So people will rent. So, but then the rent is high too. How can we bring down the rent cost? And that's what the government are trying to tackle down. So that's why affordable housing becomes actually the multi-family single lot converted to multiple unit lots.
So Bob mentioned the Toronto. I mean this area is city of Toronto, not the GTA. It's totally different. So,
that's right.
So the Toronto, I think already approved some special policy for the multifamily.
That's right.
So what kind of policy?
Yeah, that's very interesting topic that we were trying to discuss today. Is that behind ourselves of our screen that we already have, we have actually. That's right, because we have our own company set up just for this development purposes to have this affordable housing or multifamily projects taking into the action. That's what we're doing. And the actual thing is, the government has to give the green light to say, if today you want to do the multifamily rental properties, what they would do is they're going to come into a bylaw, Toronto, say, if today you want to build this, your neighbor cannot say no.
Okay.
So basically, that will bring down two things. One is to bring down the time to get all the approval.
Okay.
Right, and because it also will bring down the cost as well, because you don't have to wait for the permit to ready everything. Basically, if this is the thing you're going forward with, the city says, okay, only permit application approval required, nothing else.
So just the general the permit you
Exactly.
have to apply.
Yes.
You don't need to apply the
hearing. That's right. There's
so
no
normally,
hearing.
the hearing takes sometimes half year or 1 year.
That's right.
Even.
You don't need to go through site plan approval. You don't need to change the zoning of the property. As long as it's a residential lot, single lot, we're talking about regular size of 50 by 120, you're good to go. And if you're in Toronto, you can build 4+1, basically 5 units. But if it's outside of Toronto, you can do maybe some certain city you can do 3, some certain city you can do 4.
Yeah, that's
right?
good news for the investor.
That's right.
It's a save time and save the money.
Exactly.
So,
now, question becomes, can I do it myself? Right? If that's so easy, so simple, that's no-brainer. If I can do it myself, well, the city have to give a lot of green light on policies. At the same time, they also have some certain requirement to say, I need to have a proper developer or builder to be qualified to build this kind of stuff. Because it has to be sustainable, it has to make sense, because otherwise, the neighbor cannot say no, and you build something so crappy, and it just, it's not really, it's impacting the whole communities, and that's not good enough as well. So now the city says, okay, now what I would do is, we not only just give you the policy, but we're also going to give you some financial support, right? So that's where the multifamily CMHC MLI Select mortgage program comes into the picture. That's what the city sort of, as a guarantor on this certain project, as long as you qualify certain criteria, they're going to give you 50 years of low interest rate. We're talking about lower than prime rate for 50 years, and up to loan to value up to 100%.
100%.
Yeah. So, but in general, people will go for like 90 to 95%. That means what? That means you can just bring 5%, and you can actually afford to purchase a multifamily properties, which is 5 units. That means what? That means after the construction is complete, the government will issue you the whole funds that you have put into this property, including the land purchase price, including all the cost to build, all the mortgage, everything. They will cover it. So basically, all your original investment, will be reimbursed after it's built, after 1 or 2 years.
That's fantastic. So when the construction is done, complete,
it's
the property is closing.
That's right.
Then you can get all the down pay, all the money get back. Okay.
So what the government trying to achieve is telling all developers, at least the mid-sized developers, that you don't have to worry about the funds, right? As long as you can build for this use, we call it a purpose-built situation. As long as you can build for it and then use for it, we will give you all your original investment as a mortgage for 50 years, low interest rate. So that will turn out will be low risk for the developer. And then everything, because there's you don't have to take as much time as to apply everything. So it's just going to be complete within a year and a half. Maybe you can move to the next one. So now the more people will do this, the more affordable or rental units available in the market. That will actually sort of help the situation, the demand supply situation, right? The demand is too high, supply is not good enough, so now they're focused on supply on rental. So that's what exactly the affordable housing we're trying to achieve.
Yes.
Yeah. So now we got all this program ready, we got financial ready, everything, so we're good to go. So that's why our team, we have our in-house developer, builder, and we also have our land assembly team to start looking at this. Before this is even official, a year ago we already started looking into this, program, and we are able to sort of tie down 3 properties behind the screen. We're recording this video actually in one of the properties there in Finch and Yonge area, right next to the TTC subway stations. And the other two properties on the corner, you can see it's actually located in Scarborough, right next to the U of T Scarborough University. So reason being is, a lot of the considerations are surrounded with the rental return, basically. So all it takes is about rental. So now we have been in this business, for 20 years now. We all know, a lot of cities like Toronto, like New York, major cities in US or major city in China, for instance, the rental is always an issue, right? So the quickest way for government to help the real estate industry is to bring down the cost of rental. So no matter which direction, which government gonna be elected, they're all gonna tackle down this affordable housing rental.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? So for the short run, at least 3 to 5 years, you will see this so-called affordable housing or multifamily units projects are gonna be one of the major development in the communities. So obviously now we are one of them. What we wanted to bring the opportunity is that today, if for you guys to say, buy a multifamily, it's still very costly. So we wanted to take this opportunity to open to the crowd publicly to say that, okay, if you want to be part of this, we want to open to you to this opportunity for you guys. Because the reason being is we want to be quickly build more properties and to take advantage of all the program as soon as possible. But then with only ourselves to do this, it's, there's still limited, resource and time. So, but then if we have some help from, whoever, that if you're interested, you want to make money on the certain things, this kind of project, and you have the land that you consider to maybe build on this project, we all welcome to that. So our properties, which we already have it, we also open to you guys. If you guys are interested to invest in this, you will have a portion of percentage or portion of the title. So it's going to be very safe, right? And at the end of the day, when it's built, right, we can actually manage all the properties, and then you'll get your full, investment returned. And in the next few years, it's all cash. It's all cash investment. I mean,
it's a very
return.
good cash flow.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's guaranteed.
And as Bob said, so we are flexible to help you to become the investor.
Yes.
So even if you have good, enough the funds,
Yep.
you can purchase a property by yourself.
That's right.
And we'll help you build and management.
Yeah.
If not, you can join us.
You can be part of that.
You will be part of that.
Yeah. So either way will work. If you want to make everything by yourself, that's fine. We'll come in and help you to build the property, make it ready, because all the properties, there's a requirement of construction mortgage there. So the construction mortgage only will be given to the qualified developer who has the past track records, will able to secure that funds for you.
Okay.
And then if for the bigger project, we're talking about 30 units or 6 units, we can also go for this government guaranteed loan to build it. So a lot of flexibility, but then this opportunity is only one of a kind.
So Bob, can you give us an idea how much money I have to provide in this project, like the 5 unit,
Okay.
or the 16 unit?
Yeah.
It's different, right?
Yeah. So it's in a simple nutshot. It says you're probably looking at 1 million investment, and but
for the land, right?
For the land, and you for the whole project.
For the whole project.
Yes.
Okay.
So you will get 1 million return, basically,
Yeah.
for sure, in 1 or 2 years. So double the return, that's for sure. But it's case by case. If it's a larger project, probably you're looking at maybe 5 million. But then the start point is almost like a smaller project. You're probably looking at 800K for initial investments, and the project is good to go. But in nutshell is we are the developer. We'll help you with the whole project. About 70% of the project, the funds, we'll be supporting it. We'll be guaranteeing it. Your original funds will be taking over some like 30% of the whole project, basically. that we're talking about 5 units, so small scale
Yeah.
projects. So small scale, it doesn't make sense to go over the CMHC right at the beginning because the construction loan, in order to apply for construction loan from CMHC, it takes a little bit more time.
Sure.
So for a smaller project, the earlier you can get it built, the earlier you can finish it, the earlier you can get your funds back, right? So there's no point, time is the issue. So we actually wanted to use our own money to help you to build it, right? After it built, you can either take it.
They will be more efficient.
Yes, it will be more efficient. But for bigger project, it takes time. It takes time to build. It takes time. So then we actually take that same time to apply for the government loan, which is definitely doable too. So in either way, anyway, it's actually a no-brainer for a lot of people to consider to invest in the return because basically your original funds already recovered in 1.5 years or 2 years. Basically, you don't have your original funds. So your original funds can be buying one property and then after 1 or 2 years, you take it out and then buy another property. So you just continuously have a passive income down the road. Obviously, along the way, we will help you to build as a developer. We qualify everything and we'll help you to manage all the properties afterwards too. So in general concept is that, okay, since the cash flow is so positive, so nice, why do we have to sell right at the beginning, right? We can manage it. At the end of the day, you will just keep receiving cash flow every month.
Oh,
how amazing
that's
it is.
cool.
Yeah. So this is why we wanted to present it to you guys that there's great opportunity, and when everybody is kind of interested, you will start from one. You will see a lot of people talking about this, multifamily projects. Even some bigger developers are going to talk about multifamilies. But again, most of them, you're probably going to listen. You're going to get the impression is that they want you to buy the actual property at the end.
Yeah.
Right. So that's still a huge amount of money. But for us, we wanted to focus on the upper stream a little bit more. When we are the developer, when we are building it, we wanted you guys to come along, build with us, make the same amount right at the beginning. And if you wanted to sell it afterwards, we can still sell it. But then you take that chunk of investment return as your pocket. So why not? But we just wanted to open this to the public that you guys need to know this, and you don't want to miss this big train here towards more cash flow projects like this.
Sure. Right? One more thing. So this is not a traditional residential investment.
That's right.
It's a commercial.
Yes.
So there's overseas restriction, the buyer restriction in Canada.
Yeah.
So if you have not the PR, you cannot purchase any residential.
Right.
It's a problem. So,
yeah.
But this project,
if
you are an investor, you have an overseas buyer, you can purchase it. You can join us.
That's right. Basically, the foreign buyer ban would not apply for this kind of investment. So today, if you're from overseas, it's considered to invest, and this is probably one of the only project investment you can actually consider. Or if you're someone who actually wanted to send your kids to Canada to study, the first thing come to your mind is how would I get my kid to live in when the rental is so high, everything is so costly, and I want to buy something where I'm not able to buy. So now here's your chance. You can invest in this, and you can actually maybe secure a property, figure out how the rental for your kids, and at the same time you can earn some return of cash for that. And this is just one of the amazing options for you to consider. So I think we already touched upon some basic stuff here. Obviously, there's a lot to talk about in terms of numbers, how we can make it happen, what's the feasibility study look like, what kind of location that we're selecting. Those are the details you may want to reach out to us, and then we will share with you exactly how we can make this happen and how we can make this money, in what level, kind of legal situation, what kind of structure that you will take on. It doesn't matter you have some cash sitting around, or you want to look at maybe take your land, consider for us to maybe look into it to help you to build or something. We can all take into
Very flexible.
Very flexible.
So
and we have a whole team.
Talk with us.
Talk to us. We will make it happen for you. Okay?
Okay.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.